Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 3D market commentary for today. Today is July 8th. It's a Thursday. Hopefully your week has gone well so far. So welcome to the 3D market commentary. Before we go, let me just put the disclaimers here on the board. There you go. So, of course, important to read the disclaimers and understand them legally, and to know that videos like this are demonstrations. It's up to you whether or not you ignore it, take it on board, or something in between. My name's Becky. My email address is there. I know my head is probably in the way, but it's becky@tradictive.com if you need to get hold of me. There's also this link here, which is tradewithufos.com/Becky. So let me just bring that up for you quickly. So if you come here, you can set yourself up with a free Trade with UFOs membership. With that, you'll get recordings of sessions that we do, reminders of sessions that we do. You'll also get this email that I'm about to go through. You'll also get the ability to come and ask a question here. Now that's good, because if you ask a question there, then people can see the answers there as well. So down here are questions people have already asked and the answers attached. So of course you can email me if you have questions, but otherwise I'd prefer it if you do it here, only because it means that other people can see the answer and other people can learn from it as well. So that's tradewithufos.com/Becky. Get yourself a free Trade with UFOs membership. And then if you feel comfortable to, post your question there so that everybody can learn. Okay, so 3D market commentary, that's what we're looking at here, or 3D approach. Now, what is a market commentary? Essentially, we are talking about markets. We have a 3D approach because we are looking at three separate elements. So first things first, market climate, market direction. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it not really going anywhere? That helps us decide if we're going to buy, if we're going to sell, or do nothing. So we use an app to help us with this. It's this app here. It's called AutoClimate. AutoClimate is a free app. So if you go to most platforms that we use it on, you can download it there for free. Once you've got your free Trade with UFOs membership, follow the steps on the website to do that. So this app comes back and tells us through a series of colored dots where the probabilities lie. So let's say it's a thick red dot. That tells us probability is down. So we should look to sell. Ignore the lines, by the way, we're looking at the dots. If it's a thick blue dot, that tells us probability up. We should look to buy. If it's a thin dot of either color, doesn't matter the color, but if it's a thin dot, that tells us not enough probability either way, do nothing. So again, we use technology to answer that question for us and help us decide what to do. Then we want to know, if we're going to buy, where are we going to buy? If we're going to sell, where are we going to sell? That's where our UFOs come in to help us with our entries and exits. So these green UFOs, with the prices highlighted here on the right, these show us where buyers are. Now, if we want to buy where there's lots of other buyers, because it's much more likely to push price upwards and go in our favor. If we're selling, then these UFOs, these red UFOs, with again the numbers highlighted there on the right hand side, they show us where the sellers are. If we're going to sell, we want to sell where there's lots of other sellers. So again, it's helpful to use a piece of technology that highlights for us and shows us where the buyers and sellers are. AutoUFOs is a paid for app, so depending on which platform you use depends on the price. For TradingView that I'm looking at right now, $34 per month. Now, then we look at market volatility. So what are the likely speeds of the price coming up? So we'll look at each of those three elements for 5 of the major markets in the world. So starting with the S&P. Now the S&P 500 is the top 500 US stocks in a basket, and we are looking at the ES, which is the futures contract for it. Again, don't worry if you don't understand that, just understand we are looking at a representation of US stocks. By the way, on all of these markets, we're looking at a daily chart. So with the S&P, we have a confirmed upwards climate, a thick blue dot there, probability upwards. Now we've gone past what's usual, in that this market usually goes up for 9 candles. I've just rounded that up, and we're on candle number 12. So we've gone past what's usual, which means we're more likely to see a change of direction. So just bear that in mind. Now we have buy UFOs here. So our UFOs, we have one here at 4248.25 to 4205.75. It's our closest stack of buy orders. So if price were to fall and hit those buy orders, we would expect it to go up from there, but we'll see. At the moment, still probability up, but like I said, we're lacking the probabilities for it to continue. So overall, upwards is winning, but not by very much. We're likely to see it change soon. So with volatility in 1 year, we would expect the S&P to move up or down of 20.26%, which means in a day, up or down of 54.82 points, in a week, up or down of 120.68 points, and in a month, up or down of 251.21 points. So that's the S&P overall probability upwards. Now let's move on to the next market, which is oil. In the meantime, it says here about looking to educate yourself. There are various courses that we do that you can check out on the website: futures, stocks, backtesting, forex, psychology, trading plans. So you can go and take those courses if you feel that would help you. Now, most of them come with a 3-month complimentary. So AutoUFOs, like I said, is about $34 per month on TradingView, different prices on different platforms. You can subscribe directly to the UFOs if you want to. You don't have to do a course to get them. But if you work it out, if a one-off course is $34 or $89 and you get 3 months complimentary access to the UFOs, you actually get it much cheaper than if you were to subscribe directly to it for those first 3 months. So bear that in mind. If you're thinking about courses and you're not sure, that might help you out with the ones that give you free access to the UFOs for 3 months. Okay, so oil, we have a confirmed downwards climate, thick red dot, probability there to the downside. This market usually goes down for 7 candles. We're on candle number 2. So again, kind of at the start of a move to the downside. So hopefully see that come down a little bit more. Got probability there. We have buy UFOs just here at 68.87 to 65.25. So if we were to hit this stack of buy orders, we may see a reversal there. But for the time being, probability to the downside with oil. In 1 year, we would expect oil to move up or down 42.01%, which means in a day, up or down of 1.89 points. In a week, it would be 4.16 points up or down. And in 1 month, up or down of 8.66 points. So that is oil. Moving on to the next market, which is gold. So let's do it like that. There we go. Great. So with gold, just whilst that's loading, it says here about coaching and support. We obviously do coaching for free on YouTube and Facebook, so you can of course follow us there. We also have a closed coaching community, $21 per month, where you get access to more of our time in a closed environment. So up to you what you want to do there. So with gold, we have an unconfirmed climate. So as it says here, confirmed no, and we have a thin dot. Doesn't matter about the color. Point is it's unconfirmed, which means not enough probability, which means we do something else. We change time frame, we change market. Now we do have sell orders here between 1866 to 1804.4, which perhaps may push price down. Now it's touched, price has touched here a few times already, so it may not, but if it does maybe penetrate a little bit deeper into this UFO and then come down, wouldn't be surprised. But for the time being, not enough probabilities to call it. We've got buy orders quite a way below us at 1652.8 to 1624.4. So again, overall with gold, probability neither way. We'd have to wait and see. Now, based on volatility, we would expect a movement up or down in 1 year of 15.21%. which means in 1 day, up or down of 17.36 points. In a week, that's 38.22 points. And in a month, 79.57 points. So that's gold. Moving on to the next market, which is the US dollar. Now, the US dollar is responsible for about 80% of transactions worldwide every day. So even if you don't trade it, be aware of it. Now, with the dollar, we have a confirmed upwards climate. Thick blue dot here, probability upwards. However, saying that, this market usually goes up for 5 candles and we're on candle number 19. So we've gone way past what's usual in terms of a move to the upside, which means less likely to see it go up, more likely to see it change direction. It's overextended. Plus, we've just hit some sell orders here between 93.125 and 92.84. That's what we have our sell orders there. So we have sell orders that have just been hit and they've pushed price down. We're also overextended to the upside, so I wouldn't be surprised to see price become either unconfirmed or a downwards climate over the next few days. But let's see. For the time being, still probability upwards, but you're competing with the sell orders. So I would say keep away from it really at this point. In terms of volatility, we'd expect it to move up or down in a year of 6%, which is 0.35 points up or down in a day, 0.77 points up or down in a week, and 1.6 points up or down in 1 month. So that's the US dollar. Okay, last market, which is backed Bitcoin. Now, backed Bitcoin is, of course, not as old as the other markets. It's not been going on long enough, which means we don't know how long it's been moving for. We don't know what's usual in terms of a move to the upside or downside. What we do know is we've got an unconfirmed climate at the moment. So it's a thin dot, unconfirmed climate, not enough probabilities either way. So we do nothing. Change market, change time frame. We do have sell orders here at 39,295 to 37,460. And we have buy orders here at 27,782.5 to 22,910. So we're kind of in between them at the moment. Unconfirmed climate and not close enough really to either stack of buy or sell orders to see it really do much today. So again, you change time frame or change market. In terms of volatility with Bitcoin, we'd expect in 1 year for it to move up or down of 94.18%, which in a day is up or down of 1,929.96 points. In a week, it's 4,248.62 points. And in 1 month, up or down of 8,844.21 points. So that is backed Bitcoin. Okay, now just moving on to our economic calendar here. We use the FX Street economic calendar and we filter by high impact news. You can go to that link and filter by different markets, so you'll be more specific about the currencies or the markets that you trade. We are looking at most major currencies here. So for example, today being Thursday tells us that we have news coming out on the Chinese yuan, and also I think that's Argentinian. So if you trade, it might affect you. Otherwise, of course, you'll be fine. Again, just double check, go to the calendar, look at the markets that you trade, filter by high impact news. These are news articles that are likely to create volatility. It's not good or bad, it just is what it is. It's good to be aware of it. Now, if you have any questions about the apps, the courses, the coaching, the memberships, you can self-schedule a clarification call there, speak to one of our experts. Otherwise, you can email me if you have any questions, becky@tradictive.com. And then there is also, of course, tradewithufos.com/Becky, where you can come get yourself a free Trade with UFOs membership up here. You can book one-on-one coaching if you'd like, and then you can come down and ask a question in a public area as well. So hope you guys have a good trading day today. I'll be back tomorrow morning for the market commentary for tomorrow. Hope you have a great trading day ahead of you and see you next time, guys. Take care.